LeBron James appeared to tweak his ankle at the end of the Lakers' regular season finale, and with the play-in game just a few days away, how concerned should we be about LeBron's health going into the playoffs? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Sutterer, and this is your #1 source for learning about the unique medical side of the world of sports. Now, despite Frank Vogel saying after the game that LeBron had basically no issues and was good to go, I think a little bit differently here when I look at this play. To be honest, this doesn't mean much to me because, of course, LeBron is going to play on Wednesday, and if he's still having pain in that ankle, he's definitely not going to give the Warriors any inkling that he might be a little bit hampered on the court, and so, of course, this is what they're going to say. But if we look at the play when this happened, it's the same type of mechanism that originally injured LeBron's ankle, and based on the way he responded, it's certainly possible that he could have tweaked what was going on. Here's LeBron's coming down for this layup. His right foot comes down and lands on the foot of Nickeil Alexander-Walker down here. Now, bear with me, it's a little grainy, but what I want you to focus on is how there's this little tiny shift where we can see the inside of his right ankle fall inward as his foot is pointed outward, landing on Nickeil Alexander-Walker's foot. As he comes down, it's very subtle, but right there, you can see that ankle just kind of kick inward, that ankle fall inward, and that's a position that's similar to when he originally injured that ankle and can stress the high ankle sprain ligament. Right away after this play, LeBron picks his foot up quickly, reacting because he felt pain. And so this wasn't just some mild, no big deal thing there in the moment. And just looking at LeBron's reaction here, even if he's not having pain after the game, clearly here in the moment, he had pain in a position that can exacerbate that high ankle sprain. So let's get this image in our brain here of LeBron's ankle falling inward a little bit with those toes pointed outward with the foot in a little bit of external rotation. And now let's go back and look at the exact position when he originally hurt that ankle. So here we can see those toes are pointed outward. That inner portion of the ankle collapses inward. That foot goes into external rotation. Classic position for a high ankle sprain injury. Now, certainly the act of somebody falling on you with an external force is going to apply more load to those ligaments than just falling down and stepping on someone's foot. So I don't think in any way this is like a severe re-injury, but I think it definitely could have been tweaked. If we look at our biodigital anatomy tool here, I've basically color-coded the different groups of ankle ligaments, and these green ones are the ones on the outside, the lateral ankle sprain ligaments that we think of getting injured with a typical classic inversion low ankle sprain. This cyan blue on the inside are the deltoid ligaments, and those can be injured with more of an eversion ankle sprain. And even in this position where LeBron's foot kind of came inward like this, these ligaments can potentially be sprained a little bit, and this might have been part of what was going on originally with the high ankle sprain. But then that high ankle sprain ligament, the AITFL, or anterior inferior tibiofibular ligament, is there in place to keep the fibula and the tibia close together and secured together. When that foot rotates outward, that talus rotates and it pushes those two bones apart, which stresses that high ankle ligament. So then if you picture that anatomy here, when LeBron comes down, steps on the foot, we can see that heel, the ankle come inward, the foot rotated outward. That's a position that can stress those ligaments. Now, I don't think this was like a bad re-injury where there's risk that he won't play this week, but I do think we have to be realistic about the possibility that he could be having some residual discomfort and be a little bit hampered. If this had been more of a classic inversion ankle sprain that he's been through countless times, I really wouldn't be that worried. But when I saw that it was the same mechanism that originally injured his ankle, that makes me more concerned for having some more pain in there and being a little bit affected on the court. He already tried to come back originally and had a setback without even putting his foot and ankle in this concerning position. So now that he has, it's natural to be thinking about the possibility of some long-term pain going into these next few days. Certainly going into the playoffs, health is of the utmost important, and so I hope this video was helpful to just add to this discussion of what could be going on here and give you some additional insight here based on what I saw looking at this play. That's it for the video, everybody. Let me know as always any questions or comments down below, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.